Dangerous like I'm a mad gorilla. I am sicker than a salmonella filled sandwich dinner, homie. I will kill a beat a man. I'm iller than a caterpillar, chillin', having cigarettes while I dish in a wonderland. I'm realer than a kid with an imaginary.
All right, man, you already know what it is. The record we are going to acquaint ourselves with today, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, is a record of, I don't know because I haven't heard it yet, but it is Everything Seems So Tame Compared to You by Oreagonomics, man. Hope you guys enjoyed this record as well as myself, because we will be listening to every single morsel of it. 1 to 10 in the chat.
The only thing I do without you, I am destined to fail. I can make all the money, harvest the grains, control all gods, have a fun nickname, all of that, yeah, seems so tame compared to living with you.
Always able to get in there with that old.
That's all wrong. All I feel is despair.
It's a perfect like summer record. It was the summer of 1972.
That gets me to care. I can make all the money, harvest the grains, control all gods, try being sane, all of that, yeah, seems so lame.
Right?
Compared to living with you, compared to you, compared to living with you.
What up, Liquid? Man. All right. Listen, so what I always appreciate about him is they're able to really tap into that old sound, right? And every time, I hear one, right, I go back into the same sort of like well of like, it feels like records from the past that we just didn't get to hear, right along with James Brown and the Beatles and you know what I'm saying, many of those early big artists or whatnot, right? And it's like, again, literally just getting a blast from the past of just something we didn't know that we needed or missed out on. And by the way, right, like there's always been independent artists, right? So while Elvis, while Beatles, while all these artists were alive doing their thing, becoming the biggest, artists on the planet, there were still artists trying to get out there in that same fashion that literally could have been making exactly, this stuff, right? So it's the equivalent of kind of like, hearing that, right? I agree that it can be potentially on a soundtrack, and it's crazy because, yes, there are times when, these things do need a little bit more of a mix, but, I don't know if it's the aspect that, like, for me, any other genre than like rap, you guys have a leeway where, like, if you make something that still needs a little bit of work, like mix or performance wise, it's considered more of a garage band record, and it's still loved in that same way. Any early or first version of like a Paramore record or something like that, like it always sits still very nicely. And then of course you get the more professionally recorded and mixed and mastered version, and then everybody, you know, still loves that and the original, right? So you guys have a little bit more freedom than, you know, others. You could keep this version and you know, get it done, and you know, we'll be just as happy or whatnot, man. I can't wait to hopefully see this and many other records that you have sent to the show on, you know, that Seek license circuit, if you would. And then Cryptic was like, I love his voice, very nice, you know, saying agreed. All right, keep me posted. And then let me see, yeah, fire emojis and Dre Hands from L you know, saying SB, you know what I'm saying, shout out to Mr. Squeeze. Now what you say, and I'm saying, right, we are lo-fi till we die, man. You know what I'm saying, master, let me see, and then fire from YBM Music, and then that's different, feels like a soundtrack record, of course. And then follow, I think you were, I don't know if you were talking about me or him. I can't do the follow, but yeah, thank you for the follow. Hold on, need to cut this one as well.
Dangerous like I'm a mad gorilla. I am sicker than a salmonella filled sandwich dinner, homie. I will kill a beat a man. I'm iller than a caterpillar, chilling, having cigarettes while I dish in a wonderland. I'm realer than a kid within a magic.